tube. Now, first of all, the t-shirt's back! Of course, it was at the end of spring-loaded cucumbers, but this is its official return. Returner Ed. But anyway, do you remember this? I'm just a bad conductor. Or this? Oh no, I'm afraid not. That's right, those are from back in the day when I told some jokes and amused you and added a little bit of humour for your day. Well, that was fun. So, that's what this is, as the title would probably have told you. Another little joke for your delectation. Why was Colin Baker afraid of Sylvester McCoy? Because Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, Christopher Eccleston. No, that's not actually my joke. That's not the joke. That's your warm-up joke. But that is a good joke. Credit where it's due. Okay, so there's this guy called Jimmy. Little Jim. He's a childlike person. Probably an actual child. And so Jimmy, it's his, I don't know, his 6th birthday, we'll say. And for his birthday, he receives a ping pong ball. Now you might think, a ping pong ball for a birthday present? That's a bit underwhelming. That's what he thought. But then he thought to himself, well, I suppose it's better than nothing. And that's a good mindset to be in. So the following year, his mother asked him, well, I know we got you for your birthday a ping pong ball last year, but I mean, you know, what do you actually want this year? And little Jimmy said, I would like 2 ping pong balls. So, for Jimmy's, what is it, his 7th birthday, he was given 2 ping pong balls. The following year, for his 8th birthday, his mother said to him, I can see a bit of a recurring theme here, Jimmy, but, I mean, what do you want for your birthday? And he said, well, there's nothing I'd like more than 3 ping pong balls. So she gives him 3 ping pong balls. The following year, Jimmy's a bit unwell, and his mother feels a bit bad for him and says to him, you know, if you like, I could get you a toy car. I know toy cars are nice. Would you like a toy car for your birthday? And Jimmy thinks about it, and he says, no, you know what I would really like? I would like 4 ping pong balls. You see, this is like inflation, isn't it? It's our interest, but not really. So the following year, I mean, he gets his ping pong balls, 4 ping pong balls for his 9th birthday. The following year, his birthday comes all around. His mother dies, actually, unfortunately, in a horrific water skiing / sheep herding accident. So his father says to him, well, I haven't usually got your birthday presents. What do you want? I don't really know what to do this. I'm still rather depressed about the whole thing. That's really sad and unfortunate. That's really sad and depressing. I wish I hadn't made that happen. I blame myself. Anyway, Jimmy's father, so he asks him what he wants. Do you know what Jimmy says? He says, I'm 10 now, double figures, quite a big birthday. I think what I would like this year is 5 ping pong balls. And so that's what he gets. He gets 5 ping pong balls. So this goes on for a while, and eventually he reaches the grand old age of 18. Quite an important age. You know, he's a man now. His dad asks him, you know, I imagine you'll be wanting to make your way in the world soon, but I'd love to get you something really special for this really special birthday. And Jimmy thinks long and hard about it, and thinks back over his childhood to all the various aspects of it, and he says to his father, I think what I would like is 13 ping pong balls. Now the following year, Jimmy is, I mean, he's still sort of mostly living at home, sort of from home. And so his birthday comes around, and his father thinks, well, I might as well get him something. And says to Jimmy, well, I mean, what do you want? And he says, well, I suppose 14 ping pong balls would be nice. So that's what he gets. This sort of continues on for a little while longer, but eventually Jimmy finds a female. And she's quite a nice female, as females go. She maybe looks a bit like that. That would be nice for a female to do. Maybe. Either way, he takes a bit of a shine to her, and they sort of become an item, as it were. And so they move in together. And this is when he is 23. 23. And So she asks him when his 24th birthday comes around, ooh, it's your birthday. Is there anything in particular you'd like? And he says to himself, well, this year's been really nice. I've met you. I've sort of made my way in the world. What I would like as a sort of present that sums all that up is 19 ping pong balls. And he thinks it's a bit strange, but yeah, she gives him his 19 ping pong balls. And so the following year, she asks him, what would you like for your birthday? And he says, well, 20 ping pong balls would be nice, I suppose. That would be quite a nice present. Later that year, they get married, which is very pleasant for him indeed. He was quite happy about the whole thing. And so, his birthday comes around, his, good grief, what's this now, 26th birthday, and she says to him, what would you like for your birthday this year, my nice husband, man? And he thinks about it, and he says, you know what, I think I'd like 21 ping pong balls. And that's what she gives him. A few more years pass, and by the time he's about 30, they find out that they're expecting a little child thing, who they call Little Jimmy Jr. Little Jimmy Jr. doesn't want ping pong balls when his first birthday comes around, um, and that's quite a shock to the family, given their family history. But Jimmy, who's now not Little Jimmy anymore, he's the senior Jimmy of the house. Um, his birthday comes around, and Little Jimmy Jr. says to him, "I say, father," because he's terribly posh. "I say, father, what is it that you would like me to give you for this esteemed occasion?" And it's his father's 31st birthday, by the way. I haven't mentioned that because time has passed. And his father looks kindly at his dear son, who means so much to him, and he thinks to himself and he says, "You know what, son? What I would really like for my birthday is," and he thinks about it a little bit, and then he says, "You know what? I would like 26 ping pong balls." And his son gives this to him as a present. The following year, he asks again, "What would you like for your birthday, father?" And his father says, "Well, I suppose 27 ping pong balls wouldn't go amiss." And by this time, I mean, this is quite a lot of ping pong balls for such a small child to be able to afford to buy. So he clubs in with his mother, and they buy him a present, the present, the 27 ping pong balls. Now the following year, very sadly, poor old Jimmy's father, Jim Jubo Senior, dies, and it's very sad. And but I mean, life moves on. I suppose you've got to move on from these things. This is turning into this just depressing tale of horrible things happening. I don't quite see how this is a joke. It's a joke because at the following year, right? So so they're all upset, but they're sticking together as a family, and little Jimmy Jr. and Mrs. Jimmy's wife, they say to him, "Oh, we've had a rough year. What would you like for your, oh God, how old is he now? For your 40th birthday, I suppose." And Jimmy says, "Yeah, you're right. It's been a hard year. What I would like for my birthday this year, you know what? I would like 35 ping pong balls." And so they give him, for his 40th birthday, 35 ping pong balls. Some more time passes, and little Jimmy Jr. grows up to be a fine young man. And Jimmy, original Jimmy, he's starting to age a bit. He's in his early 50s. We'll say he's 52. Um, and he's thinking to himself, life's starting to move in sort of the direction that life moves. And he thinks about life a lot. He misses his father and his mother, but he's very happy to see how his little son has grown into a sort of man, much in the same way that I didn't do that thing. And so eventually his 53rd birthday rolls around. And his son comes back for the occasion, comes home, and he says, is there something particular you'd like for your birthday? I mean, I'm coming back. Is there for your to visit? Because at this point he's moved in with someone. I've run out of names. Edwina Curry Junior 2. Who is Edwina Curry? Is she that politician? I don't know. I'm an idiot. Forget that. I don't know. He's back from his wanderings with females, and so he says, what do you want for your birthday? And father thinks about it. He says, well, my son, you've made your way in the world. Everything is nice. Oh, good grief! I've forgotten how old he is again. This is his 53rd. Did I say 53rd? It's his 53rd birthday. What I would like, son, for my 53rd birthday is 48 ping pong balls, which is quite a tall order. They had to buy quite a lot of like packets of ping pong balls to make up the numbers. But that's what he gets for his birthday. I want you to bear in mind at this point, I haven't mentioned all of the years. Some of them aren't quite as relevant to the punchline. But he has been getting an increasing number of ping pong balls every year, even the ones that I haven't said. That just bear that in mind, because if I told you like all of the years between 6 and whatever the punchline is, which you'll find out in a minute, this would never end. It's long enough anyway. And some more time passes, and I'm afraid once again tragedy strikes, and Jimmy's wife, at the age of 69, is hit by a bus, and no, that's a bit horrible. She dies from something um, that isn't horrible. Well, that isn't really an option. She dies. It's very sad. We're all sad about it. We're still sad. Everyone's sad. You're sad about it. I'm sad about it. Jimmy's very sad about it. He's a sort of his life partner. They've been together for what, like nearly 50 years. It's a quite a long time, more than 40. And so everyone's a bit sad. And his son, by this point, his son has a few kids of his own now. And they all say, to their father, grandfather, etc. We're all here for you. Um, and this is just like a week before his birthday, so it's pretty sad for him. It's his 70th birthday just coming up, and well, his family say to him, we're all here for you. We're gonna do something really nice for you. We're gonna make have a little get together. It'll all be really nice. We'll all be there, and we know that. Mrs. Jimmy isn't here with you, but we'll do our best to make this a really nice day for you. Is there something like particularly you might, for example, as if they haven't already guessed, something you might want for your birthday? He has a long think about it, and he says, you know what? I think what I'd really like is 65 ping pong balls, and so that's what they give him. And gradually he gets older, and every year he gets a number of ping pong balls that is 5 less than the number of years that his age is. And eventually he reaches the grand old age of 93. On his 93rd birthday, everyone's quite excited because 93 is quite a big age to reach, and so they have big parties. A sort of congratulations you haven't died party. They ask him what he wants for his birthday, like if they want as a present, as well as all the other awesome cake and stuff he's getting. And he says, well, I didn't do a voice for it before. He had my voice before. He said, well, I'd like. It takes him a while because he's old, so it takes him. He's not as good at counting as he used to be, and it's a high number. I'd like 88 ping pong balls, please. And so that's what they give him. There's a big family, but now the son's children have children, so there's loads of them. And so they all chip in, and they get him 88 ping pong balls. Now, just shortly before his 94th birthday, unfortunately, he falls into ill health, and it's not good news. He's going to die. He's going to die. I'm afraid. This is a very distressing for you, I'm sure, but bear with me, because little Jimmy Jr. has been doing a little Jimmy Jr. sum in his head, and he's been thinking to himself, if Jimmy got 1 ping pong ball at the age of 6, and then 2 at the age of 7, and so on and so forth, right up to the age of 93 when he got 88 ping pong balls, that would mean over this time, the 88 years he's been getting ping pong balls, he would have amassed 3,916 ping pong balls. And so little Jimmy Jr., I did need a calculator for that. Little Jimmy Jr., he's curious. His curiosity kind of gets the better of him. And so as his father lies there on his deathbed, little Jimmy Jr. says to him, "Father, I only want to know one thing from you. What did you do with all those ping pong balls?" And Jimmy says, "Well," because for some reason he's back to talking like me again. "Well, I'm glad you asked me that, because this has been quite an important thing throughout my life. And I've had this need for these ping pong balls, and I used those ping pong balls to..." That was the best joke ever! Apart from when everyone died. That was a bit depressing.